sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Mixon on the toss right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's a give to Mixon. Shifts by him. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Jarwin. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Here's Prescott. Outright completes it to Jarwin. Touchdown, Cowboys! Blake Jarwin, 58 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Dancing to his left. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right.
Prime time, baby.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Mixon with a first down carry. Uses the stiff arm.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. to Mixon on the check down. Oh, touchdown! Joe Mixon, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And it'll be second down. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Burrow on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw for Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. Now Burrow loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. McPherson now for the extra point. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 73 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Play action. It's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw pulled in by Tate. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down now, it's Elliott. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back and under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And again, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Looking deep for Elliott. That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there just before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Prescott off play action. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the 2nd half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. A beautiful fake. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From the red zone now, Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. Touchdown, Cowboys! Blake Jarwin, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll drop this one down to Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Burrow. Flushed out right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On play action, Prescott steps away to his left. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, 33 yards. And the Cowboys have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. touchdown at Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
First down. Here's Burrow.
Flush to his right. He gets this one to Boyd. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Again, it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Burrow will throw.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On second down, Mixon fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott now. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
Please take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. On 2nd and 9, Burrow escaping the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. On the move to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Burrow eluding the pressure right. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they'll get this down to the 10. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Throwing, Burrow, rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And McPherson on for the extra point. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. McPherson on for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Now Pollard. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay?
And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. The man tasked with getting this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. More now on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Allen's throw here into the hands of Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That'll be caught by Anderson. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 38 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes Diggs. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a give. This is Bo running left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A great effort there. 73 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Succop. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Jackson now to return.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. To the air, Allen. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. Then he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Darren Waller, 32 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Jets 7.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Allen off the play fake. Steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Allen now on first down. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On the give, here comes Peyton. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And touchdown! Darren Waller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-7.
Visitors 21, Jets 7. Ryan Succop set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Allen's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Cunningham looking to throw. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety and Reed. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A first carry for the Hall of Famer Marcus Allen. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll drop this off to Peyton.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. but what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. They snap it to Herbert. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. On first down, Justin Herbert. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. To the air again, Herbert. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now Cunningham. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, it's Patterson, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Now Cunningham. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Off play action, it's Cunningham. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked out. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they could at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline, there's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
And now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see that sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's complete to Bo Jackson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Michael Vick. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his right. This is caught by Evans. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. 15 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Under pressure, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On first down, it's Cunningham. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. And this is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Cunningham. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to 4. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And here comes Diggs. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Herbert. Buying time to his left. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a give. It's Peyton. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there on 3rd down. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a set. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Being chased out left. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Here's Herbert. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Cunningham. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down, and this will be scooped up by the defense. Taking it right down Broadway. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Jackson. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick, and the Vikings are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion, we can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them. But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now this throw caught left side, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Cunningham looking to throw. Space to run past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does. And
this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown. Darren Waller, an 80-yard. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Mariota on 1st down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Mariota's throw going into the hands of Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's locked in early. 2 nice 1st down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mariota to throw it. And it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
To the air again, Mariota. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Herbert off of play action. Going deep for Diggs. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for the touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 53 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, Lynch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Mariota's throw here into the hands of Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Third and long here for Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. And they're going to go for it here on the fourth down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. They're indeed going. It's Mariota eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Herbert. Over the middle to Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On first down, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Justin Herbert, an 18-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On first and 10, here's Mariota. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now Mariota. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Evans once again the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans. 39 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will take this one home. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play.
are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll drop this down to Jackson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now it's Romo. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We have the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Herbert now. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Romo. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Romo. That'll be complete to Cook. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Again, Romo. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. To throw is Romo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Billy Joe Dupree there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Romo going to throw for it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Chuck Clark, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you,
You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Succop's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to...
And that's caught inside the 35.
Sometimes
he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Billy Joe Dupree. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Mike Evans. 94 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Out of the gun, Romo. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete.
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He'll let this thing go for Sanders. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. He's got his tight end. It's Dupree. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Off play action, Romo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
They'll fake the give. Now Romo. Forced out to his left. And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, as time expires in the first half. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On first down, it's Romo. Eluding the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Back to the air. Herbert on second down. Steps away to his left. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.